Yeah, I guess if Vettel's contemplating retirement, he's not feeling that his chances of winning a fifth championship are that great. I mean, if you're going to sit there in middle for like 4, 5, 6 more years, you've already got the money to
Oh, and
retire. Why risk
qualifying
it?
is nearly upon us, and the drivers look as if they're all geared
That
up
might be
to
what he's
go.
starting to
I
think.
expect we'll be
Think
getting
about.
underway very shortly. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
And I do think that Red Bull and Ferrari have the drivers of the future, Leclerc and Verstappen. And then Red Bull, even with Kvyat to a lesser degree. All right, we're gonna set this car up to be a little bit gentler in the race itself. And tires. Drive out.
Standing by.
I don't expect to be able to get this car in the Q3, so my thinking is I'll use one set of tires. We'll go a little bit deeper into the session and then come out a little bit later. Alright, we're getting ready. We're just going to set the thing straight up into overtake. And we'll go to hot lap after we're off the straight. Daniel Ricciardo with the 132. Grosjean 131. We're only 3/10 off. Charles Leclerc with the low 131, Vettel with the 130.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Yeah, we got a box. I might start on the hard tire, actually. I don't see a whole lot of downside to it. Where are we in the order?
Our best lap so far is a 1:32.2.
Alright, where are we? We are kind of hanging on by a thread in 11th. Yeah, we lost 6/10 of a second on those softs just running.
We're 20th in the speed trap, 179.7 miles per hour.
That is a lot of time to lose. I think I rated these tires about 12 laps effective lifespan with our wear rate. So if we go mathematically on that, that's about 25%. So we can assume that these will be good for about 15 laps.
We expected to be.
Yeah, we're gonna spend a little bit more time in qualifying here just to prevent some auto-genning of the lap times. And we're gonna churn. Honestly, I think it's screwed up that we can't even so much as change the tire pressure. If the track does empty out at some point, it would then be safe to fast advance. It is kind of a known bug in the game where if you fast advance, the
We're
times get
20th in the
quicker.
speed trap, 179.7 miles per hour.
That's discouraging. Yeah, it looks like they're all coming off. I'm actually going to wind down time a little bit more here.
All personnel be aware, car leaving.
We should be able to improve the track evolution factoring in. Just trying to minimize tire wear on a lap. Alright, we need to get ready. We're actually slower, go figure.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
Not ideal. But we're still 4/10 up. Now that corner should be flat, but it's just not. Huh. Okay. Now I'll just ease the car in. That was a good lap. Well, if we do that in Q2, we're going to have to start on the soft, and that's going to be a two-stopper. Qualifying 1 complete. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. So we came in 8th. We should be able to do 2 runs in Q2 without needing to do any huge amount of time advancing. So what we'll do here is burn off the very beginning, and these tires are a little bit better. So we'll take those out.
Engine fired. We're set.
Basically what I did there is I skipped as far as I could before laps actually started being plugged in. Hey Mario B, how you doing? Yep, testing out 2019. I'm gonna let we're gonna let that Haas go. I think we're gonna let this Renault as well. I want to try to get a tow if I can. That might not happen now. Once I get my first couple of downforce upgrades, I think the car is going to start feeling significantly better. We are actually the worst team in terms of aerodynamics. I would say the game is very similar to 2018, with the exceptions at the current moment that the handling model is a little bit more sluggish, and just kind of just under the hood improvements from a lot of the stuff introduced in last year's game. The tires do a better job cooling on straightaways. There's a little bit more story to career mode with some of your F2 rivals also participating in your career mode. Oh wow, we're coming up to Hulkenberg like right quick.
You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one.
See that right there, that should be a penalty. Should be no bones about that. That should just be a penalty because he blocked. Graphics look way better. We've been putting some thought into getting a Pro just because of how hard our PlayStation 4, our launch PlayStation 4 is running in this warm room up here. Yeah, I've noticed that there are like quite a bit more lighting effects in this year's game. Like the light pollution effect out here in Bahrain. But yeah, that Renault definitely should eat a penalty for that. And he would have if this game had anything resembling realistic stewards. Because that's as blatant of a block as you're going to get.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, like the light illumination has definitely been added to. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need a new front wing. Yeah, a lot of this just comes down to the AI just being terrible at actually, when they're off, they're on lap, at just getting out of the way. They're terrible at it. They like move aside and then they go and kind of just block off the racing line in the corner.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Let's see, is Leclerc running? Yeah, he's running. Yeah, the shiny tires.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 33.3.
Yeah, and that's I think a unique thing with this year's tires, the shiny effect. I guess we could fast advance Leclerc. Well, what difference does it make? Because he's going to do a better lap than us. Yeah, I'm just running down the time here a little bit.
We're 15th in the speed trap, 197.9 miles per hour.
That's better.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
We'll see if I can get top 10. Shiny. No one else is going out yet. Maybe they all think they're fast enough. I might knock out someone that's sleeping here a little bit. Yeah, they've changed the carcass system. The tires definitely warm and cool a lot quicker than last year's game. Three lowest teams, I believe, are Alfa, Williams, and Racing Point. Used to be Force India. Might be Toro Rosso, I'm not sure. I think those three are pretty close to the bottom. Yep, everyone's just out now. I should be taking this across the finish line. We're up a couple of tenths, and we should be. No! We got a little bit back coming out. They may be looking good, actually. Because here's where I lost gobs of time. Looks like we lost an entire second. Oh, we just got Q3. I actually would have preferred 11. But how are you going to lose 3/10 without losing, like, say, 12th as well? It just... That's just going to be difficult to do. But yeah, now we're locked into a two-stop strategy. There is really no way around it now. Because the mediums won't last long enough, no matter what. Okay, tire select. We'll use these tires as a banker. I don't want to go out too early. Australia, it's my second race in career mode. Not counting the F2 stuff, which was over in less than an hour. Like 3 racing events. Like you do one that's like 3 laps and the one that's like 4 or 5, and then there's an 11 lap race at the end. I kept losing the car in Australia. Riding curves and just flying off the track. Although, I think we've since learned that if we set our suspension to be softer, the car can ride curves better. This race has definitely been a little bit better. I don't think we'll be flying off track at all in this one. Because I'm fishtailing around a little bit here and there, but I just feel like I have a better grip of what's going on here. Bahrain is not is easier to drive than Australia. You're not right next to walls and or anything quite like that. Yeah, Vettel's scorching along. Yeah, that's not really a flat-out corner anymore. And yeah, China and Bahrain seem to alternate between second and third race. They don't seem to be able to decide what order they should be in. Yeah, and we're just straight up 10th as it stands right now.
Completing this lap then.
We got
Coming
a
to the
box.
pits at the end of this lap.
$600 resource points should be coming my way though, because we did qualify above 13th. We just get a warning for speeding. If we do it in the race, it's a penalty. So I gotta try to make sure we don't do it in the race. The PlayStation sounds like a jet engine. Wow, this is taking forever. Plug it in. All right, we need our fresh
Best lap
tires.
so far is a 1:32.2.
Nobody's on track. So let's roll.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Shiny new tires. It's gonna be interesting to see what my tires, my carcass temperatures are like at, say, Monaco. Although I suspect they've balanced it so that they don't get too out of hands now. Yeah, the gearbox is just... probably being a little too rough on the tires. Alright, now it's official. This is going to be our only shot. Oh, this straight is a new DRS zone, actually. I did not see that. I've just been doing it and without thinking. And not realizing that it's a new DRS zone. About a half second. About a half second better presently. 101.1. That's
We're very
a
happy with our
strong lap.
position. Well done.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Vettel, Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
That is actually very strong. Yeah, that is really strong. I'm actually amazed that we're that strong. So that should be a good resource point haul.
Well done. That was a good qualifying performance.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm guessing rivalry is going to come in later. Whole team's been flat out all weekend to give you the best shot we can of a good result. Now it's up to you. Keep a cool head. Pay attention to the space around you, especially on the opening couple of laps. There will be cars making unpredictable movements, so you'll need to anticipate that and be ready to react. And don't forget to drink. The car has a water bottle. Make sure to stay hydrated. You know how hot it gets in there. Alright, I will drink. Yeah, at the rate we're going, we're going to need to take a gearbox. Yeah, probably after 4 races.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening.
The
as we look
two-stop
ahead once more to a Grand
is
Prix
kind of,
that has
or
thrilled
one
us
stop
so
is kind of
consistently
pushing
in
it
the
here
past.
too.
Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36
If I was able to
circuit.
start on the
15
soft
corners
tires,
provide plenty of
maybe, but
overtaking
it's very
opportunities.
close.
It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating
So
up the rear
yeah, it's going to be
tyres.
like
Watch
softs
out for
to
drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix.
soft, and then 2 sets of mediums, I think.
Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box.
Now, they
for
might be able to
today's
make an
event.
argument for
Now,
putting the
I want to
mediums
talk
on
to you
too.
about Valtteri Bottas. Looks like they've got a tough race in store today as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion.
plot
And it's
thickens.
Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Gasly, Max Verstappen, Williams, Perez, Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Valtteri Bottas. They've taken a grid penalty. And Norris, Raikkonen, Sainz, George Russell, and Lucas Faber, Albon, and Devon Butler starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Let's go down to the trackside.
Okay, the run into turn 1 isn't too
yeah, we
long,
want to,
so the pack will
A more open differential is more towards the race strategy we want to have. And the game actually, my pit crew actually is recommending the medium tires. 12, 12, 12, yeah. I might change the window a little bit. Okay.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
So I might pit on like lap, and say like lap 6 instead of lap 5.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
Yeah, one of the biggest complaints about the carcass temperatures last year was that when you come off a safety car and the tires are blue, the AI would just have a massive advantage on restart because you just have no tire grip. See, I think you should be able to run in qualifying mode too. Just my opinion. But you know what? What the heck do I know? And we're on the inside. That is going to make life unpleasant.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Launch is okay-ish. I'm not trying to overtake the Red Bulls because they're just faster. They're all faster. And once they settle, they're going to just probably peel away from me a bit. I'm more or less just hoping my race pace is decent so I can pull away from the Force Indias behind me. Assisted start? No, we should be on manual. I can check. I'm not sure where that option actually is. But yeah, I like everything on manual. So yeah, race starts are completely manual. I got rid of traction control last year. Because Sergio room on the outside, I'm gonna take the inside. We're gonna need to start managing the battery here soon. Woo! I don't know what happened there. I just didn't have any grip. How do you do it? Give me a minute here until I'm on the straight. Yeah, basically you hold the clutch, you get to optimal RPM, and then
I'm approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
oh, that was a really good slingshot. You have to release the clutch, and you can't just fully accelerate right away. You have to, like, starting from your optimal point, you gradually accelerate. And if you do it right, like, you launch off the line. As you can see, my start was pretty average. Oh, we might not even make it to lap 6. Jeez.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
They want me to go a lap early.
Copy that.
Optimal RPM. The screen tells you when you're there. I think it's about a little over a third throttle. I think.
We're leading our teammate by 3.
God, these tires are just screaming for mercy. So yeah, like I know where it is, but it's knowing where it is and keeping the car there are two very different things. But it's somewhere between a third and a half throttle, I believe. Well, Force India seemed to be getting away, but we seem to kind of be sticking with Magnussen.
Okay, we don't think these tyres have much more to give. They're showing a fair amount of wear, and they're going to start causing you problems.
We're going to overtake to,
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
just to keep the trailing Weber behind us. We're actually going to stay out a little bit longer. Gives us a shorter run somewhere along the way. Where are we? 61%? As long as we don't get towards 75, it should be okay.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Yeah, we should be able to make it. Now these cars are staying out, so they're better on the tires than we are. Yeah, we can't go any further than 6. Woo! Definitely starting to feel that tire wear now. Yeah, we've lost DRS. Yeah, these tires are seeing better days. We're just going to let Bottas go. Alright, first pit stop. And I figure these tires will thank me later.
Complete, go now.
I'm just going to try to recoup as much battery as I can.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
It looks like we're one of the first to pit. If our finish is terrible here, it's going to be because of the tire wear. Because the other teams can do one stop and we can't. car feels pretty decent on medium.
Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment. Gap to teammate ahead is 21.0 seconds.
We've been leapfrogged. All right, we're coming for Weber though.
The car ahead is coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tires.
And we do get into DRS. Our chassis is better off than the Williams, so I feel like we have a real fighting chance of outracing Weber. Protest, we want to be ahead. And Weber's getting DRS too, so this is gonna suck. I think a lot of the bottom 10 is on medium. And Weber is getting slipstream and DRS, which is terrible for us. I think that's broken now. I should think that this Haas and this Renault are running on worn tires too. I'm a little concerned about the fuel. Kimi's pitting.
Kimi is in for his stop.
Look at that. Way ahead.
Yellow flag. Green flag.
Oh, we lost a driver. Looks like Gasly. Free position. Alright, there is a gap between
Ricardo
Weber
has
and
just fitted the hard tyres. Car
Ricardo.
behind, running hards.
He's going to try to break us. He's got nothing.
Magnussen is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 1.4 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.2. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap.
I didn't see how warm Magnussen's tires were. Driver in front. No pit stops.
Gap to teammate behind is 9.5 seconds.
This DRS train. If I'm close enough on the main straight, I might be able to get by. Overtake, Rich. Brilliant. Checking on our tire wear, it's looking pretty decent. What wheel do you use? Wheel? There's no wheel here. Full controller.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on mediums.
We don't really have a chance. He was too far up the road. So yeah, we're following Ricardo and trying to recoup some battery power. Potentially we might even get by him. We'll see. Ash36, thank you for the follow, sir. Much appreciated. Trim the car up. Have a good slipstream. We've actually gone by Verstappen and Hamilton. That's a strong race.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
We lost it. Fair enough. Man. Or do you mean that you're... Or did I use the wrong gender? I apologize if I have done that. I was like, calling me ma'am. No, it might actually be that I used the wrong gender. I'm dumb. I'm dumb sometimes. Indoor plumbing. Gotcha.
The car behind's tyres are in much better condition than yours. We'll keep an eye on the times. Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Yeah, push with what? So yeah, we'll have about 60% tire wear. on the second set of mediums, having them go the extra lap. Yeah, we're not gonna stay out longer. There's really not any good argument for that, except losing more race time. I should really probably stop making gender assumptions on my followers too. I set myself up.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Yeah, we'll be a little bit higher on tire wear, but we should still be fine. Whew, just got it in.
Go, go, go. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the
We
track.
got Ricardo and Butler. Woo! And they're actually on harder tires. Oh, and we are under on fuel. Under on fuel. I actually probably should set at low here on the or maybe they just didn't have a second set of softs to use.
They're speeding up again, so I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
Let's go hot lap. We'll both go defensive. That helps me going into the corner. Alright, let's go, let's go! I was a little bit too optimistic on the traction. Whew. Alright,
Okay, gap ahead is 6.8
trying to pull
seconds.
away before the softs start losing their advantage. Let's see. Teammate status.
We're trailing our teammate by 9.3 seconds. They're on old hards. They're in 9th. The time last lap was a 1:36.4.
I might be just about right with fuel here. Woo! No grip.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
A little bit of coasting. Driver in front.
Norris ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 5.9 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a
I'm gonna recoup a little bit of fuel because I don't
gap to
fully
teammate ahead is 7.9 seconds.
trust the fuel to stay good. Magnuson could be a problem. Let's churn up our engine. Oh boy.
The car ahead is 5.8 seconds.
We're 1.8 ahead of Magnuson. If I have about 33%, I wonder if that will get us to the end on medium battery, or on medium deployment. Sorry. %, maybe. I don't think we lose a ton of battery on medium. Like a couple of % a lap. Well, we're about to find out. Are these guys all hard tire runners? They might be. And if they are, my car probably peters out towards the end. We'll see what my car can do here. I might have some fight. I might have some fight in me yet. Gaining a little bit on Magnussen. If I can catch this train, I might be able to save a little bit more battery and then attempt some overtakes late in the race.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
And there might be a place here where we can try to recoup some battery and minimize the speed loss. This section of the track is about the least valuable for accelerating. It looks like there's 6 potential positions here. This is going to be exciting. Very exciting to the finish. Yeah, Norris and Williams are falling off the pace. Now we're catching pretty rapidly here. Someone's holding this train up. Yeah, they're all hard tire runners. We need to start making some overtakes. Alright, we'll go to overtake. Man, he blocked me.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Dang it. And not finding a safe avenue through. This is really difficult. When both drivers have DRS, it's really, really annoying. All right, we're close.
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
Very deep. All right. Now I need to try to recoup some battery and do the same thing on this straight. This front straight coming up. I'm gonna hope that we have enough slipstream to recoup battery here. Grosjean might actually be out of DRS. We'll flick to medium and see.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
He's got it. Crap. We'll get one more crack and we'll do it with the engine and overtake. Grosjean's actually out of DRS now. So we have a real opportunity to pounce.
This is your final lap of the race.
And we're going to have to overtake our teammate on the back straight if it's going to happen at all. Everything the car's got left, let's give it. We had one more lap.
Nice work, you did well today.
Good
I
race.
think the boss will be happy
It's
with
still a
that
good
one.
race.
Ferrari have
We're not
really
that
put
unhappy
themselves on the
with
bag
it.
today. It's a great win.
What
What do you think it was, Alex, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari.
Oh, 1-2 from
Their
Ferrari.
history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
That's got to be the Flying Fin. Wait, how many Flying Fins have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed, and a good job in traffic as well.
Let's move on to the constructors. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Let's check out the highlights. It's like a 1-minute clip of the entire race. We did hold against Force India though. That doesn't last very long though. Yeah, we kind of went backwards at the beginning. This should show us working our way back up the field here soon. This one was pretty masterful, I think. We got inside the Haas, then it cuts away. And then we snatch it on the outside. That was good overtaking. Now they're showing us, looks like Chase and Keeney on the final lap. And just wasn't enough time. Was not enough time to make that overtake.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Devin did much better in today's race than he did in qualifying. Were you expecting that? You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. close finish. How are things between the two of you?
Great. Well, that's everything.
That's everything. Okay. Long loading screen. Dry even. We had a faster lap. We just ended up behind him. And that was just a situation where it's more advantageous to be out of the top 10 than in it. Got a gaggle of points. Alright, debrief. Good work hitting the targets, blah 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 blah. Oh god, this is going to be costly. We do need to develop that. We're going to just reduce the chances of failure on the components we're developing. It's extra points we won't have to spend later.
Here you can see a list of eligible drivers to declare as your rival. The more challenging they are to beat, the more the paddock will respect you for succeeding. Just be aware, you'll lose the same amount of respect if you come off second best. So it may be wise not to be overly ambitious.
Alright, so we have an available rival. So yeah, that makes sense to not rush into that. Oh, we have to balance is probably fine for tire allocation. There's some tracks where harder is better. Belgium. Trying to think of some other ones. Austria might benefit. Mexico. Oh, sorry about that. So we got general wear and tear. %. All of these are significant. We should probably get level 1 on as much of this as we can. Alright. I will be right back. We'll conclude the Bahrain portion here as well.